Hey buddy, how are you? So, mate, what I want to talk to you about, okay, is your club face only. Okay, I think we've got to concentrate on club face only. All right, I think that's our biggest issue right now. Okay, so because I think the club face is going to be the thing that causes everything else to happen in your swing to a degree. All right. What I'd actually like to see a little bit more from you, mate, would be some more forward bend at address. Actually, it just looks a little bit too. I mean, it looks like a pretty good setup position, but I would say the arms aren't really hanging down nicely below the shoulders. Okay, just from a setup perspective. Like if you notice here, right, with me, you can see here that my arms are just hanging down from my shoulders. They're pretty natural. They're not outside my shoulders here. They're not hanging down inside my shoulders. They're just basically hanging straight down. And I think if we look at both our knee bends right here, I think your knee bend's very excessive. Like if you look at where my backside is in relationship to my feet, right, behind my heels here, I would be able to fit one of these club heads inside this area of my feet. That would be like a reference point, right? For you, I just feel like it looks like the pressure's like in this part of your feet. Let me know if that's right or wrong. But you can definitely see here that, you know, I mean, it's not too bad, but I just think it could be less knee bend and almost like less knee bend would then give you a little bit more ability to kind of get a little more over that golf ball with the upper body, right? That would be all I'm kind of suggesting. Very, very minor. But it might just help us move a little bit better. All right. So, in regards to your club face position, okay, I've got me on the right here, basically talking to someone about slicing the ball. Right. So, if someone wanted to just never slice the ball again, this is what I'd get them to do. Okay. So your club face on the way back definitely has some opening. Okay, so we could basically say that there's your spine angle, there's your club face. Okay, so those two don't match. Now, do they need to match? No, but it's a good reference point for if our club face is square at essentially P2, right? Shaft parallel. If you watch mine here, okay, you can very much see that my spine angle, and I've actually got my face closed in relative to my spine angle. Now, my feeling to get this golf club here, I remember doing this video, is that my lead hand, my glove hand, the back of my lead wrist points at the ground. Right? Now, if I overdid that, my face would be so shut, right? But what I'm feeling, and look, there's two ways of feeling this. You could think of the lead wrist pointing at the ground or bowing, right? Flexing. Or you could think of the club face itself pointing at the ground. Either way works. One's external, one's internal. Depends on how you want that to work. So on the way up, if we continue you here, right? Club face isn't in a bad position, to be fair, but we still have this little bit of cupping here. Okay. If we look at mine on the way up, when I do it. Now, this is me feeling like I'm really flexing my lead wrist. And you can see, mate, it's not. It's like a fraction flexed or bowed. Pretty flat though, right? Pretty flat lead wrist here. Look at what that does to the club face. Got a much stronger club face position, okay? Not only is that going to be a stronger club face position, but it's also going to, in the downswing, allow me, when my lead wrist is flexed like it is, it allows me to shallow the club because I'm leaving the center of mass, which is right about here. I'm leaving the center of mass behind my hands, okay? And then from here, I'm able to, so obviously from there, mate, you can see that my wrist is in a nice strong position. Club face is still in a very strong position here. And then from there, when the club's in that spot, I've got the ability to rotate, all right? Look at how my body has to react to that golf club. Look at the rotation I'm getting. Now, it's no ball. at no speed, but you can definitely see that there's a reaction. Okay, if we watch yours, because it's cupped, right, it's trying to shallow, but it's kind of not. And then you can see here, right, look how open that club face is. And at the same point in the swing for me, roughly over here, right, let's call that the same position in the swing, shaft's laid down a hell of a lot more, and you can see how much stronger that club face is. Okay, as I start to, and then, you know, as I get to, say, through here, might blur out a little bit, but you can see here that that club face is in a fairly strong position. Yours is toe up, almost pointing open. So now you have to stall the body. Body can't rotate. And this, again, for whoever was saying it on Twitter, right? You cannot rotate from this position, right? It's not about the rotation itself. I hope that guy's watching, right? You can't rotate from here. You have to stay back. You have to let the hands pass. You have to cast the golf club to get the face closed. If you tried to rotate, that ball goes that way. Okay. For me, I can rotate all I want because I've got a stronger club face. In fact, if I don't rotate, I'm going to hit it over here. Right? So I think for us, mate, let's try and feel like that face is closed going back. So we'd want to see this golf club in this position here. We'd want to see it pointing more down, right? Matching that spine angle, and really feel like that lead wrist is flexed. So what I want you to do is I want you to send me a video of you basically getting this lead wrist into flexion. I want as much as you can. Let's exaggerate it, and then we'll bring it back. All right? It doesn't have to be in a golf swing. I just want you to send me something at home. It'll literally take 30 seconds to film and send it back. All right?